day, internet people. Ed here, and welcome to another sneak peek preview video. We hope you enjoy these because we're gonna keep doing them. If I sound a bit different to how I normally sound, that really doesn't that much of a difference. I'm reading this off a script, so it's easier for editing, and so I've got all the notes I wanted to talk about right in front of me, and so it looks more professional. Sounds more professional. This video is aimed at you lovely internet people who take part in official, proper, sanctioned drafting tournaments. You know, the ones with the pods, and you're only allowed to take one card from each pack. So, you know, if you pull 2 decent cards, you're like, damn much. I digress. We won't be covering anything RRR and above in this set, because if you find them in a pack, you're having them no matter what they are. So, you know. So, another thing, all G Guardians and all Strides in this set are RRRs and are single. Double R's and above. Double R's and above. So, we're not going to be looking at them. We're going to be looking at cards that do not rely on GB skills. So, it'll benefit those who finish the draft and have no Strides and think, oh dear. Right, I'm going to be mentioning cards I personally think will be of use to you if you pull them, and the cards I would use if I found them in my packs. I'll be going through the cards by grade like Lena has done in the past. So let's start with grade 0. G-BT08 has a total of 7 crits, however 2 of those are of the double R variety. 2 stands, 1 draw, holy thank God, and 2 heals. Unless you're lucky enough to pull an SP pack, you lucky. So, official advice straight out the gate: see a heal, grab it. In a flashback moment in a previous draft I took part in, an opponent of mine had 5 heals in his draft deck. 5. Yeah, remember that, 5. So don't get annoyed when an opponent has 2. I win. 2 of the stand triggers both have abilities, but considering the need for guarding in a draft, no chance you really use them unless you're really desperate. However, there is a reprint of Silent Sage Sharon in a very anime-like pose. Hopefully there's one up on the screen right now. The starters, however, the recommendation I have for the starters are taken up by 2 cards, different clans, different names, excuse me, but they have both the exact same ability. These little beauties' ability is twofold. They are the Neo Nectar Salad Familiar and the Gold Paladin Riding Rookie. The first ability they have, which is useful in the draft, is it can give a unit resist constantly, which is incredibly useful in draft settings. You put it behind a rear guard to activate its resist giving ability. And also, if you have GB and you're lucky enough, you can put this behind the Vanguard, counter +1, put it into the Assault, and you get an extra card. Simples. Grade 1s. Now as I enter the meat of the deck, grade 1s. The issue with this set is there are quite a few grade 1s that only have specific support. They only work with certain decks. They'll have 7Cs or deleters or whatever. However, we've managed to find some grade 1s which will be very useful in a draft format. The first of which we start in Grand Blue. Skeleton Shock Troops, apart from having an awesome name and very cool card art. Its very useful skill in a draft setting is, after you place this unit, declare it to be hollow. At the end of the turn, when you retire this unit, because you have to, because it's been hollowed, he goes, instead of going into the drop zone, he goes into the bind zone. And while he's in the bind zone, he can be called to the Guardian Circle when a unit of yours is under attack. You know, extra guarding. Very useful. Very, very useful. The first genesis of the card of this draft sneak peek tip sets, and sadly it's not going to be our last one. Fetter of Shackles Gelja. I'm pretty sure I'm saying that wrong, but I can only apologise. He has 2 useful abilities worthy of mention. First, if you rode him, you can put him back into the deck when you've ridden on top of him, stand a unit and give it 3k. Now the standing a unit seems to be very useful. Very, very useful in drafting. Well, their Genesis seem to be doing that a lot for the paying of skills, and I don't know why, but it's useful. So if you can, I recommend you do it. And not forgetting its revelation skill. You'll see revelation a lot in this video. Revelation skills, when they are placed on a certain circle, they'll be in their card name. For this card, it's on the rear guard. You may check the top card of your deck, and you may put it into your soul. Remember that it says you may, you don't have to. And as this is a draft, please don't. Please, please don't. You're using this just to check the top card of your deck. You're checking your drive check. Remember, don't do it. Battle Maiden Talker, another Genesis. When this unit boosts a revelation unit and the attack hits, counterblast 1, put a card back into the deck. Because you know, pressure. Oh, let this attack hit? Oh, sure, let this attack hit. I counterblast 1, put a trigger back into my deck. Because you know, that's fair. The boosted unit also returns to the hand, so you can spam Revelation next turn if you want. Because you know, Revelation isn't mean enough as it is. Grade 2s, you still listening? Yes? Excellent. No? Okay, fair enough. Why is your tab still open then? Strange, isn't it? Grade 2s, Knight of Autumn Light Lagan. It has resist. Next. Flying Rise Knight Danius. Building Brave deck, are we? Pick as many of these as you can. Do you have a Brave deck at home, or sitting in your backpack as you do this draft? Remember your playset. Wink wink. Battle Maiden Koto Noha and Boulder Fetter Godol. I have no idea, I'm sorry. Boulder Fetter Golem. There we go. Oh, Geodude. Both included because of Revelation. You can check your drive check. And you don't have to show it to your opponent. You keep it to yourself. One of the main weaknesses Megas had. You know, cool. Grade 3s. Nearly there, internet people. We're nearly there. Don't worry, we're nearly there. Ice Crest Tava and Battle Maiden Azusa. Revelation. Next. Barking Dragon Tamer. Want a board wipe card? Counterblast 1, Soul Blast 1 when this unit is ridden. Retire your rear guards. Your opponent must choose the same number of rear guards and retire them. Hey, I want to push for game. Board wipe. It's a really weird Pale Moon card, you gotta give him that one though. But you can't normal call after, so you have to use this up. Excuse me. I wonder how many internet people have just made yawn. Knight of Persistence, Full Genius. One of my favourite cards in the set. Its GB Brave skill is okay. If you can set it off, it's good for pressure. However, when you ride it, you can ditch a card, get rid of something useless, look for a grade 2, which is useful, helps you activate Brave, field fixes. Definitely a card I will want playset of for experimentations in my Royal Paladin deck. Finally, Knight of Mastery Glennis. Should you be able to use its Brave skill, it helps you find a good card to create some pressure with. It's a shame that it requires Brave, because this card would also be known as Torbical's new best friend. Well, those are my card choices if I was picking a draft deck, internet people. So many of the cards rely on certain cards being on the Vanguard circle, and Genesis Revelation is so great, then it's going to be interesting how the draft turns out. I hope this video has been a help to you, and if you're interested in more videos like this, please leave us a comment below, we do read them. And don't forget to join us on our Facebook group and send us a picture of your draft picks, your draft deck, your draft prizes, pools, your nice pools. Anyone has a good pool? Anybody pulls any god packs? You know, makes Phil jealous. Anyone else jealous? Goodbye, internet people. Remember, have fun.